Okay. So children, the resources which can be used again and again, those are called as what? Renewable resources. So those are continuously available for the use of mankind. So they are again described as what? They are thus described as inexhaustible resources. That is hydropower, wind energy, solar energy. These are available in the abundant manner. So many availability of those resources is never ending. The world never runs out of this. Yes, so these are available in abundant, in the nature, in the environment. So children, these come under what? Inexhaustible, never exhausting. Exhaust means never finishing. Okay, so never completion of the resources means never exhausting. That is inexhaustible. But there are some resources like forest, wildlife. Those resources, they are once depleted, they take so much of time to get replenished again, to get regenerated again. If you cut down the whole forest, is it possible for you to bring down the forest back in 1 month, in 2 months, in 3 months? Do the plants grow immediately? As soon as you plant a tree or you plant something, does it grow immediately to a tree? No. It takes so much of time to get regenerated, to grow in size, to give you fruits, to give you flowers. It takes so much of time, isn't it? So a whole forest, you have seen forest? Yes. So forest is a huge land area. It consists of millions of trees. So is it possible to regenerate those millions of trees back again? If once you cut down the forest, if you once destroy the forest, it's not possible to regenerate back early. It takes a lot of time. So the forest or this wildlife, they cannot be regenerated easily. Okay. So this wildlife may get depleted. This wildlife may get depleted or finish due to the human interventions or due to the human activities who disturbs the environment, who disturbs the nature. So they come under what? Exhaustible resources. Okay. So they have to be regenerated to continue the flow. And it takes a lot of time. It takes so much of time. So are you clear about renewable resources? That is inexhaustible and exhaustible resources? Yes. So children, this is one classification of non-living resources. The other one is non-renewable resources. The resources which cannot be regenerated, the resources which cannot be replenished back, which cannot be reformed again, those come under what? The non-renewable resources. So, for example, the fossil fuels, the minerals, they have formed on the earth long ago. So, the rate at which the human beings are using those resources is completely inverse to the rate at which those natural resources form in the nature. Means, the natural resources like fossil fuels or minerals, they take a lot of time to regenerate, and if they are depleted, the rate at which the human beings are using those resources is completely different to the rate at which the flow, at the rate at which these resources is being used by the human beings. So these resources, they are called as what? Non-renewable resources. Okay. So these resources are found on the earth over a long period of time, even billions of years. So the rate of formation of such minerals is very slow. The rate of formation of such minerals is very slow compared to the rate at which the human beings are using it. So such resources which cannot be replenished once depleted or finished, they are called as what? Non-renewable resources. So are you clear, students? What we have seen in today's class, that is the resources. In short, I will tell you, resources are one which satisfies the needs of human beings. In resources, we have seen natural and man-made. Man-made are one which is produced by the human activities, and natural resources are one which we get from the nature, which is available in the nature. Okay. Further, the natural resources are classified on its origin, biotic and abiotic, based upon its origin. Again, in abiotic, that is non-living resources, they are again classified as renewable and non-renewable, in which renewable resources which can be replenished back again, the resources which can be regenerated, which can be used again and again. So these resources, they are again classified as inexhaustible and exhaustible. Inexhaustible, which never exhaust, like solar energy, wind energy, light energy, air, okay, land, soil, those can be said as inexhaustible. And exhaustible, those are which that gets depleted, or it takes long time to get replenished back. Okay. So next one is what? Non-renewable resources. The resources which cannot be replenished once depleted or once finished, they come under what? Non-renewable resources. So students, are you clear about this? I hope you will go through the chapter, you will go through the video and try yourself to list down some other examples of all these, that is biotic, abiotic resources. Then you can take renewable, non-renewable resources. Okay, so try to list down as many as examples you can. So if you go through the examples, you will understand the importance of natural resources. You will understand the importance of how to use these natural resources if necessary. Until and unless it's necessary, you should not use those resources, because those resources are the valuable part of our human life. Once they are depleted, they cannot be reformed back easily. So the rate should be less compared to the formation, the rate of formation of these resources. Okay, students? Thank you.